Okay, this is Shawn Rudison from Communications 231 Public Speaking, and I'm panning over slowly to show the 5 people I have watching my public speech. My name is Shawn Rudison. Happy to have everybody out here today. The title of my speech is "It's My Dang Baby." And we'll go over to this bag, and the first thing I'll pull out is a video game controller. Now, before everybody thinks like we have a large adolescence here, please allow me to elaborate. I'm the youngest of 5 children, and growing up, of course being the smallest, I wasn't fast enough to keep up with my brothers and sisters when they were playing. I wasn't big enough to play a lot of games. So a lot of times I lacked confidence to try things because I always was told I was too small, I wasn't fast enough, or they didn't want me playing. So what happened was, once I discovered video games, it was interesting because there was a playing field in which everything was equal. So I found that I was able not only to compete with my brothers and sisters, but I was able to beat them as well. So that gave me a lot of confidence because I soon found out that if all things are equal, I should be able to compete with anyone on any subject. So that gave me a lot of confidence. And I'll go into the bag and pull out the second item, which is a basketball. And I know we continue along the misogynistic male type things, but the thing about basketball is after playing video games for a while, I discovered that I want to do things that involve teams and just playing with people and so on and so forth. Well, what I found out with basketball is I don't have to be the best. I don't have to be the tallest. I don't have to be the fastest. I just have to play as hard as I can, and I can still contribute to a winning effort. Now, of course, we lost our fair share of games too, but that also helped because I learned about it's okay to have imperfections. And you find out in life that imperfections is actually the thing that binds everybody together. It's the galvanizing force. And as a husband and a father, understanding how imperfections are and how I'm imperfect, my children are imperfect, it helps me better able to deal with those because I know that, hey, everybody makes mistakes and everybody misses shots. And I'm going to go to the bag for the last item, which are car keys. Now, I know everybody thinks like he's probably got like a hot rod or something like that. I can't afford that. Anyway, what I found out is when I turned 16 and was finally able to get my driver's license and get a car, I was like, I'm going to go to the movies and I'm going to go to the mall and I'm going to go see my friends. Everything's going to be wonderful and great. But what I found out after a while is the destinations were always the same. My grandparents' house stayed my grandparents' house. My friend's house was my friend's house. The mall was the same. The movies were the same. The only thing that changed was the journey there. And I began to find out I like driving there more, being with my friends or with my family, because that's where all the enjoyable things took place. And you find that's a good metaphor in life. Everybody knows what the final destination of life is. Nobody's able to avoid it. But you have to learn to appreciate the journey, the things that you experience on the way, because the destination is always going to be the same. No matter where you go. If you go to the beach, it's the same. The mountains, it's the same. If you go to Washington, D.C., it's the same. But the journey will always be different. And you need to learn to enjoy the journey of life. That's the end of my speech. Thank you.